Hi, hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Everything regarding cricket. And in this video or episode, I would rather say that we will discuss more to do with the second ODI. I'd say the review of second ODI, and also since what would be a preview of third ODI kind of. Okay. Okay. So to begin with, it was a no contest from New Zealand today. It was all the way India. Whatever happened, Hyderabad, we did expect something similar, even though not a dramatic finish, but at least a closely contested match, because these are top teams. These are not like number 1 and versus number 10. So top 2, top 3 teams, we do expect some kind of a fight. Forget the closely fought encounters or nail biters, but that didn't happen. Not even close to what we expected. To be honest, I wouldn't say that this is a place where we could actually do some kind of analysis. But okay, since it's my first video, I would love to do a small analysis kind of, as it's always easier to begin when you don't have much to talk on. Okay. Coming up with whatever things which could be discussed. So after all the drama and the close thrilling encounter what had happened in Hyderabad in the first ODI, in the 3-match ODI series between India and New Zealand, we did expect not a thriller, but still a closely contested or a well-fought match. It wasn't to be, and the game lasted for just 55 overs. The entirety of the game was just for 55 overs. So coming to what happened there, it's more like either New Zealand players decided, let's skip the lunch. And then once they reached the stadium, then they felt hungry and they thought, okay, we are now hungry. Let's not wait for the day. Let's have an early dinner. So, coming to the game, okay, things apart. Coming to the game, okay, very funny saga of the toss with Rohit. There was an earlier episode where an enthusiast, most of you guys maybe have seen in social media platforms, where Virat has told about this regarding Rohit's ability. I would say it as ability, not as disadvantage. Forget things. You tend to forget things. It's understandable. Like you forget your wallet, you forget your phone, you forget and maybe some other things in our day-to-day life. But forgetting what you want to do once you have decided, maybe that's what he said. There was too much of discussion, and he didn't know what he hadn't decided. What he was kind of confused. And ultimately, whatever he said, what he meant was to bowl. And boy, that opening spell from Shami and Siraj was top class. Coming to the venue, Raipur doesn't get much of game time all the times, and it happened to be that it was the first ODI I played there, and it was the 50th venue hosting ODI cricket for India, in India rather. Okay, so it's a nice feat to have, but when it's the case, you actually don't know, even though you're the host nation, you don't know how the pitch will behave. So whatever moisture was there, since maybe the ground staff also know how to manage it they would be also as excited as the players, as it was their first major task for an international game. So that's what would have happened there. And luckily or unluckily, it was good spice, the wicket, some juice, nice carry, nice movement. And when you have the highest exponent of swing, the guys who can express themselves and get the best swing in the good conditions, that's Siraj and Shami. More so with Shami, once the ball leaves his hand, neither Shami nor the batsman knows which way the ball is going to swing. That's how perfect the swing position is. The seam position, sorry, the seam position is of Shami. And coming to Siraj, he is in his form of his life, I would say, a purple patch where it's really good for India. That because of that, India is not able to miss, I would say. It's not missing the services of Bumrah. Since long time, he's actually out of the game, but doesn't seem like Mumbai is away. Okay, so that was it. Gave a 4 over spell for both of his opening bowlers. Then comes Hardik's role here, which was very crucial. Once you have 4 seam bowling options, rather, so your task becomes really easy, and provided that the conditions were really good for seam bowling, so India could go on. And luckily, once the opening spell of both Shami and Siraj is over, Hardik and Lord Thakur, who knows what to do, and he just knows what to do and how to get the things done. So somehow all the 4 pacers, or rather seamers, I would put it, because maybe Shami and Siraj and up to some extent Hardik, these 3 are more of pacers, unlike Shardul, who rarely picks up the pace. Is more to do with the dibbly dobbly kind of the ball, the military medium, pack of tricks. He's more of pack of tricks and gets the things done there. So somehow these 4 of them did manage, and by the 11th over, New Zealand were reduced to 15 for 5, and that's it. That was the end. In my opinion, if I dissect the case here, what has happened? At 15 for 5, it was the wicket of Tom Latham, if you ask me, in my analyst view, which did separate India's upper hand and the way it usually tends to happen. Because we have seen in our recent past, India does manage to get the top order and then struggles with the lower middle order, and by the time they set up a partnership, and it would be more to do with the death overs, and of course they do struggle to finish the innings off, and some decent 250, 260, 280, and if the partnership goes on for long, it would be really long partnership, and the score would be around close to 300. That's what we have seen against the Bangladesh, and also in the T20Is with Sri Lanka. Maybe not so in ODIs. But unfortunately or fortunately, India did manage here, because what I would say here is Tom Latham was a very critical cog here, who loves playing against India. He has awesome, fantastic records against India. And that's where the role of Lord Thakur comes in, and he just gets Latham out cheaply at nothing much there. Once it was all done, 15 for 5 with almost all the top order gone, the entire top order in fact, then it was up to, and meanwhile it was around the 20th over, I would say, or 15th over around, wherein all the juice in the pitch is all gone, the sun is beating down on the down, and it's now really good condition for batting. That's what we could see there. And the heroes from the last game, Santner and Bracewell, along with the Superman, Glenn Phillips, did try to resurrect the innings, which was what we all expect, because New Zealand is a top quality side, so we don't expect them to get bowled out at 108. But it wasn't to be. Today was one of those days where India did manage to pet them back, and timely strikes did give a really good upper hand to India, and finally India was able to close the innings at 108 in less than 35 overs. So if you deep dive and dissect it further, I would actually say the catch of Shami was, to be honest, it just stucks. It's more to do with a cotton ball all the time. It just stucks. You just put your hand out and the ball stuck, because the bowler, you can't blame the bowler, but no bowler wishes to drop any catch of his, especially of his own ball, because he would have put so hard yards. And once you've got the ball coming at your side, and then it's all about reflex. So I would say 50-50 there regarding Shami's catch, because it just stuck. Whereas Hardik, we know Hardik is quite agile, it's athletic, and yeah, it did. It took it was quite slow, but he could manage it. So I would give Hardik's catch, okay, it was more of a catch, rather not with Shami. So usually that's what happens when it's your day, and when the catches stick, and catches win you matches. So that's what happened. Coming to the chase, well, there was nothing much to be done, and Rohit in his new avatar, where he is more to do with the strike rates, the impact which he is talking these days, and he's walking the talk. So that's really good to see the combination of Rohit and the new double centurion, the young Shubman Gill. They were able to complement each other. Initially, it was a sedate start. Then, well, when there is no pressure of your run chase and required rate and other things, you just be yourself. So Rohit told, okay, let me have some fun, and you could see the exquisite timing, the sweep, reverse sweep, lap, the favorite pull shot, everything coming into play, and it felt more like he was getting ready for the Border Gavaskar Trophy. Sweeping and reverse sweeping would come in handy against Nathan Lyon, and the other spinner, whoever they wish to play, maybe Agar or the other one, whoever they want to play. So that seemed more like an audition for against the Aussies. Apart from that, what I am really concerned of is the form of Virat Kohli. Once Rohit departed, that's fine. Invoques Kohli. Unfortunately, he gets out to Santner. I wouldn't say he was really attacking. And Santner, never mind. Santner is a top-class bowler in limited overs. So, all credit to Santner for beating Kohli. But it is now worrisome for me. Or as a cricket analyst, okay, I congratulate Santner that well bowled. But as an Indian fan, coming Australia series, that's not good sign. And considering that against Bangladesh too, the white ball Virat seems to be back. Unfortunately, red ball Virat is far away from his best, which is actually concerning, considering Rishabh Pant is out, and as per the latest report or whatever was coming in the media, Shreyas Iyer, the two best batsmen, Rishabh and Shreyas, are also out. And maybe Shreyas would be out for a couple of games, initial couple of games. And now you have the senior pros. Maybe Ajinkya could come back, and it could be the same the stalwarts in the BGT, Border Gavaskar Trophy. Well, maybe in some other coming videos, I could talk in length with respect to Border Gavaskar Trophy and the team selection and things like that. So for today, it was actually a no contest, and it felt more like Indian bowlers did it for India. It was just a batting practice, which did happen. Now coming to the preview of the third game, considering it's a World Cup year and India would like to give some opportunities, especially to the bowlers, I would say. Maybe I don't mind resting Hardik and playing some other. Well, of course, you don't have another seam bowling all-rounder there, but Shardul and Umran, Shardul could still be fine with offering whatever services he can while batting. And to be very honest, I would want Virat not to play the third ODI. And maybe, as Ravi Shastri did suggest that, he can go back to Delhi. I mean, play for Delhi. After a long, long time, he hasn't played any Ranji Trophy in the near past, I would say. So maybe it would be better if he can go there and play a game like Ravindra Jadeja. Well, Jadeja does have the fitness issue and he's a bowler, basically. So bowling hours does come in handy. But that would be really good if he could go there, and which is more important. Winning ODIs, okay, is important, but I would still say maybe Rajat Patidar getting a game there or someone. That shouldn't be a mad problem. But in all sense, form of Kohli coming, India's chances to qualifying for the World Test Championship final, and also considering that India is the only team who has been able to boss or has the supremacy over the Aussies. So India doesn't want to lose it, especially in home. So Virat Kohli is very, very critical there. And well, if it was any other position, that's okay. But Australia and Virat go hand in hand. So I expect Virat to be back. And maybe if Chahal is fit, maybe a game there. But I wouldn't wish to alter there because Kuldeep is going really well. The ball is coming really good out of his hands. And all in all, it was a really paltry and nothing much of a kind of a dead rubber kind of a game. When the actual dead rubber begins in the next game, the third one, let's see what happens. Thank you for watching. Bye.